Hello everyone, I'm Jarasar, and this is day 6 of the OGN APEX Season 2 Battle Report. You'll notice the cushions are a little bit out of line today, and that's because the dog has decided that it is in fact a good day to listen to the results of our Group C match between Conbox Spirit and Kongdoo Uncia. And we also have a Group D match featuring their sister team, where Kongdoo Panthera take on the likes of Runaway. Now, both Kongdoo teams won their first matches this season, so it'll be interesting to know if they can continue their momentum. Let's see how they did. We started the day on Lijiang Tower. Kongdoo Uncia started strong and defended their initial control easily, even against an ultimate strengthened assault at the 50% mark. Twilight's EMP and Yunghoon's Dragon Blade both got shut down and the meter continued to build. Soon after this, Butcherr put the first control point on the board for Kongdoo Uncia with a massive graviton, team-killing the Conbox Spirit roster. On the next point, Conbox again went with a Sombra and again gave up 50% to Kongdoo before they were able to build enough ultimates to attempt to take. The EMP worked out better this time and Yunghoon redeemed himself with a Dragon Blade double kill. Kongdoo Uncia wasted no time, however, in regaining the point. Butcherr's Graviton and Lucid's Biotic Grenade tore through Conbox and the point flipped permanently in their favor. With the win on Control Center, Kongdoo took the first map. The score was now 1-0. Butcherr continued to excel as the cornerstone of Kongdoo's defense at the start of King's Row, with another excellent Graviton placement that allowed them to burn off a great portion of the Conbox Spirit time bank before eventually conceding point A. The defense of Kongdoo managed their ultimates well during the Streets phase, facilitating multiple wipes and burning the time bank to the bare minimum. This forced an overtime capture of the second checkpoint, with Sleepybear's Graviton for Conbox Spirit. After eventually breaking the defense of Kongdoo, the final point was also reached, much to the relief of Conbox. On the flip side, after a quick capture of point A, Kongdoo Uncia continued their momentum, again due to a key Graviton from Butcherr by hiding in the hotel and streets, and punishing Conbox for rushing forward. After capturing the second checkpoint, the third rolled in quickly too. Birdring on McCree helped escort the payload to its destination, with a zoning Deadeye that ended up taking a pick. To break the 3-3 tie, Kongdoo had 3 minutes available and only had to capture point A. It took them a few attempts, but once Dance landed a hook, they were able to capitalize and collapse onto the point, giving them the win on King's Row. Conbox Spirit started on attack for Hanamura, with both Liz and Yunghoon taking little time to build their ultimates and unleashing them in sync as Tracer and Genji. They got 3 kills between them and point A fell to the attackers. Even though Conbox Spirit had over 6 minutes to capture point B, they were unable to make any real headway until the closing moments of the game, when it looked to be a sure capture. The close spawns for the defense, however, allowed them to stall and fight back in an agonizingly drawn-out overtime battle in which Conbox bled a little too heavily. They eventually got pushed off the point and were forced to settle for only a solitary point on the scoreboard. Switching sides, Panker on Tracer was the relentless damage for Kongdoo's offense. With team support being killed off the point, Panker continued to be a thorn in the remaining defenders' sides until he was actually able to land a double pulse bomb kill. That won point A for his team. The defense of Conbox was able to stabilize and it looked like another point B hold until Dance on Tracer and Birdring on Soldier turned up the heat in overtime. They successfully earned kill after kill, preventing the respawning defenders from properly retaking the point. This was the final edge they needed, allowing Kongdoo Uncia to complete an impressive 3-0 win over Conbox Spirit. Our next match featured Kongdoo Uncia's sister team Panthera going up against Runaway. Panthera captured the first point on Shrine and Rascal began a reign of terror that seemed unstoppable on Tracer. The defense of Panthera aggressively pushed up every team fight and kept Runaway locked out from gaining any control for the entirety of the first submap. Tracer was in the spotlight again at the start of Village, but this time it was Stitch for Runaway stealing the show. A patient, methodical engagement from Stitch allowed him to wear down, isolate and eliminate Evermore on Zarya, and provided his team with the advantage to capture the control point first. The team of Kongdoo looked entirely different than the first map, unable to gain any traction on the offense compared with their solid defense the round before. It was Runaways this time to win the shutout, keeping Kongdoo from gaining any control percentage on the scoreboard. On the final point, Runaway took the first team fight, beginning to build control percentage and winning back-to-back team fights thanks to hook kills from Cox. Wakawaka then fought back and led the charge for Kongdoo Panthera when he landed a big 4-man graviton, and Fissure followed up with his Earth Shatter to flip control. The map was decided by one final ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny from both teams that could have had either team coming out on top. But Kongdoo's bank paid out dividends, and they were able to hold to go 1-0 up in the series. We headed over to Numbani, where Kongdoo Panthera started out on defense and went with a composition they hoped would be able to counter dive comps. It quickly proved effective against Stitch on the offensive Tracer and Haksal on Genji, when Fissure, who started as Winston, was able to shock down Runner in the backlines and rejoin his team to pick up assists on 4 more attackers. The offensive Runaway still couldn't get the Doomfist gauntlet on its way, even when Haksal unsheathed the Nanoblade and cut down 3 defenders. The rest of his team were unable to mitigate Rascal on Mei and Fissure on Winston, and the full hold was complete. Swapping sides, it only took one push and the map was over in the blink of an eye as Kongdoo Panthera attacked from the high ground and rained rockets and arrows from the heavens, including a double kill by Rascal on Hanzo, effectively wiping out the defenders. Kongdoo Panthera were again on defense first, coming into Hanamura and looked to hold off the attackers as well as they did on Numbani. All went according to plan in the initial teamfights, rationing ultimates and making use of combinations, including a Graviton Blizzard combo that hard reset the offense back to spawn with only 2 minutes left. Things got dicey in the closing moments of the half as it appeared that Runaway had position and numbers on the point. However, with the help of some clutch kills by Luffy on Ana, a triple kill from Evermore on Hog, and a sleep dart denying Kaiser access to the point to continue overtime, this half was also secured as a full hold. Kongdoo Panthera now only needed to get point A to win the map and the match in a shutout scoreline. Wakawaka started off the offense with a bizarre Widow pick, catching Haksal out of position for an easy headshot kill. The team rushed the point, with Luffy again playing support, this time as Zenyatta, finding himself featured in the kill feed numerous times, picking up killing blows during the 45-second assault victory. Final score, Kongdoo Panthera 3, Runaway 0. So there you have it. Bit of a sobering day for any Conbox fans in the room, as Kongdoo managed to hold on to their top positions in both Groups C and D. To watch the next video, click here, and to subscribe to the channel, click here. Don't forget to like and comment in the meantime, and I'll see you soon for Day 7. Take care.